as you get to the point that you can tell by feeling that it's going to start pulling hair or cutting hair off your arm, that's where you want to stop it with the fine stuff. And if you're doing it right and you established your edge well with the coarse stone, it shouldn't take long. If you haven't done it right, you may get all the way up to where you think you're ready to strop and find that you actually have to go back to the coarse stone a little more. It's just a matter of experience. It took me a while, and I finally kind of got it figured out. So play around with sharpening for a while and you'll get it. So I can tell this is pretty much there. I'll double check that. Yep, it's cutting the hair pretty decently. If it's just barely cutting hairs, then you probably want to go back and work on the fine stone for a little while longer. But where we're going to make the big difference is with the strop. This is a scientifically calibrated triangular strop with the traditional 3 holes punched out of the end. Actually, I pulled this out of my scrap bag. But it does the job. This is the kind of leather, I don't know what ounce to tell you or what finish or anything, but this is the kind of leather that they make belts out of. So smooth, not slick. You want a little bit of texture to it. You don't want your finger to just slide across it like it's ice. It would probably be better if I had this glued to a board, but I mean, I can get shaving sharp with it like it is. This rolls up and fits into my little ammo can that I keep my sharpening supplies in very nicely. So that's what I go with. And then I use semi-chrome brand polish. This is a metal polish. You can get it at woodworking stores because I use it on strops to get your final edge. It costs somewhere under 10 bucks to get this tube, and as long as I use it to sharpen and not do polishing of other metal, it should last me until I'm dead. So, I got this at a woodworking store up in Lubbock. I've seen it for sale in Woodcraft. I don't know where else you would look for it, but certainly woodworking stores will carry it. You don't need much. You just need a little bit of it. You spread it out on your straw. Okay. When I started playing around with stropping, I followed what I saw the barbers on Western movies do. You know, sit there and I found that I was actually dulling the blade. And then I realized those guys are actors. They don't know how to sharpen a razor any more than Clint Eastwood could hit the broadside of the barn fanning the hammer on his revolver. They're just going through the motions. They don't know how it's actually done. So this is how it's actually done. You got to pull some decent tension on your strop. If you don't have it on a board, it'll flex a little bit. You want it fairly tight. You hold your blade at the same position you had it when you were sharpening. It's the same motion, but it's in reverse. If you go forward like you do with the stone, you're going to cut your strop. So, same motion, you're going to cover the full length of the blade in a stroke, but you're going backwards. Turn it, same motion, in reverse of how you did it on the stone. Cover the whole length. Same angle. I typically do about 6 strokes on the strop, but just to make sure, I'm going to go for 10 today. That's 10 strokes total, 5 per side. So here we go. Same angle, cover the whole length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really all it takes, but I'll go ahead and do 10. 7, 8, I did this right, it'll shave hair nicely. If I didn't do it right, I just made it duller, and I know that I need to go back and work it on the fine stone for a little while, and then come back and try stropping again. You can feel the difference in the edge with your fingerprint from an unstropped blade that cuts hair to a stropped blade that shaves. So let's see how I do. Some folks are a little better equipped to test how sharp their blade is than others. My girlfriend hates it when I do this, but she'll just have to live with it. And there. Shaving pretty decently. That's all there is to it. Once you get the process down, as long as you maintain your edge where it needs to be, it will literally take you longer to get your wet rock and your strop set up than it does to get it back to shaving sharp again. It's something that takes a little bit of practice, but it's just basic knowledge that I think everyone should have. Everyone uses knives, everyone should know how to sharpen knives. It's not that hard, just put in a little bit of time practicing and you'll have it down in no time.